The real NV87, the blind NV87, the NV87 who doesn't care what the screen looks like. I am so frustrated. I can't be the only YouTuber that's ever been through this. I was out there editing. Now I have 2 files. I can't find these 2 files. They're supposed to be in the folder that everything else was in. They're not fucking there. Now what am I gonna have to do? Start all over again? That's the only thing I know to do. Damn it. What a waste of time. Editing all of that down just to not be able to find it. I'm actually about to learn a new app. Not that there's necessarily anything wrong with Goldwave, but Audacity, when I was thinking about doing it on the Mac, well, I mean, my teacher and I just kind of had a talk last time we met. Instead of working, we just kind of talked about, I said, look, if TeamViewer's never going to work, then I'm never going to really be able to fully embrace the Mac. And then, well, you don't have to know everything that we said, but basically he helped me realize that if Windows works best for me, then although we're going to go ahead and work on Mac just so that I know how to do it or that I have the idea, if Windows is what works best for me, then he's willing to teach me Windows too. But he's like, even with Windows, you know, I'll teach you Audacity on Windows. I'm like, okay, well, knowing how to use both can't hurt. And if Audacity is better about saving things where I tell it to save and makes it harder to accidentally delete stuff, then it's all about Audacity. Or if Audacity is easier to use, or if I can learn more about Audacity. I mean, if he teaches me how to do things in Audacity that I don't know how to do on Goldwave, then bring on Audacity. That's just really frustrating. Actually, I think I found it. I was gonna see if Ira could help me find it after I got home, because I'm about to go out, but I think I might have just found it, so now it's just a matter of going to Windows Explorer and saying, I don't know why you saved those there, but get those out of there, put them here. I gotta rearrange a bunch of stuff anyway now that that's there.
Devices with removable storage expanded. Devices with removable disk key. Enter. Computer F. Foundation F. Final F. Friday F. Friday got off to a slow start. Take 2 off. Copy selection to clipboard. F. My channel. Enter. D. My F. Friday morning got off. Enter. Shell folder new items. From clipboard. 9%. Copying 1 item 238 MB dialog. Cancel button to activate. Press spacebar. 80%. 100%. See my channel. Friday morning got off to a slow start. Items view multi-select list box. Friday got off to a slow start. Take 2 off. 10/26/2019 8:36.
What else do I want to do in the last 20 minutes and counting down before my ride gets here? I'm on the phone waiting for somebody from dispatch to answer the phone to tell me if they're going to be here closer to 8:50 or 9:20. It's
8:36 a.m.
8:36 right now. I was wondering what my ETA is for this morning. They're going to be there at the beginning of the window, which means I really need to not mess with this right now. What I need to do is pack this computer up and plan on taking it to Starbucks, because my bank doesn't open until 10, and I told him I wanted to be at Starbucks at 10 because, I mean, Starbucks is the kind of place that you can wait at until the bank next door opens, or if the bank next door closes and Starbucks is still open, you can wait there. You know, it's always nice if you have a workplace and a restaurant right next to your workplace, or a place that you have business at and a restaurant right next door to the place, literally right next door, where you don't have to cross the streets or anything. Unless you're the kind of blind person like I think of her as my, like, blind YouTube mentor, or blind mentor, blind, you know, whatever. She never said she was going to be that, but she's turning into that. She's turning into that quickly. Joy Ross. I should really find a video of hers and link it in the description below. She's awesome. Anyway, though, she's got the guts to cross streets. She does it all the time. I'd be scared witless. I am scared witless. I couldn't do that. Anyway, it's always nice if you got a situation where there's something next door that you can just wait at and say, look, door-to-door transit, drop me off here, but then when you pick me up at this place right next door. Unfortunately, a lot of places aren't like that, so you sort of have to either make door-to-door transit work to pick you up from those places, or you can't take door-to-door transit home from those places. Which there's not a lot of places where you can't take door-to-door transit home from, but there is that one. Anyway, we're not going to talk about that anymore. We're going to get ready to go, because this vehicle appears to be on time, if not early. And their ETA is at the beginning of the window, so that means when the window opens, my butt needs to be ready to go. So the way this has worked out, it's Saturday morning, and I'm going to end up spending most of the morning at Starbucks, and I'm just kind of pulling stuff together real quick. I'm thinking, you know what, if I'm going to be stuck there for like over an hour, I mean, I do want to relax, but see, this window was supposed to be 8:50 to 9:20, which could have meant they could have picked me up at 9:20 and I would have been there at 10. But they showed up at 8:50, and now I'm going to be here for like in that area for like the whole morning. I don't know how long it's going to take me to do banking, but not any half hour, 45 minutes. So I do want to relax with my breakfast, but there's going to be time to do way more than that, which is why I'm bringing my computer and doing some editing. Spend most of the morning at Starbucks, then go to Walgreens, then come home. And when's my window to come home? 1:30 to 2 or something. We'll see what time it is when I get to Walgreens. I may end up calling and saying, look, I'm ready early. Is there any possible way I can get a ride home already? But the door-to-door transit service is going to take it upon itself to cancel the whole thing if I don't get it together and get out of here. I always get nervous when I'm not like right ready to go when they get here, because I know they have to wait for 5 minutes, but 5 minutes can disappear like that. Thank goodness it worked out today. If it hadn't, it wouldn't have been the end of the world. I would have found a way to make it work, but it's just easier to make plans and see those plans actually come to be. Now, although I call her my blind mentor, like I say, you do what you want and I'll do what I want. I'm not going to do everything just like Joy does it. I respect her, I admire her, I think she's a wonderful, brave, brilliant woman who will not let her disabilities stop her. But I'm not going to do everything. Like she actually, maybe that's the video I'll link down below. She actually explains how she films without eyesight. Well, she actually does care what the screen looks like, which I don't. I say it one way or another in every single video. When I'm doing a one take, I say, sorry, not sorry, you can't see my face, but it's about what you hear on this channel, not about what you see. Up until now, I've been doing this big long ass intro about welcome to a video made by a blind person who takes pictures and they look like shit and I don't care. That's essentially what it comes down to. Now, as of now, I have a way shorter intro that says the same thing, but she cares, I don't. See, I think her whole mission with having a channel is to primarily educate people about what blind people are capable of, and secondarily make vlogs. My mission is to primarily make vlogs and just make videos that I would like to listen to if I was someone else, like another blind person listening to a vlog. And my secondary mission is to educate people about blindness. See, I can literally sit here for an hour. It is 9:11. I can sit here for an hour and then go to the bank and then come back. And I'd still have some time. We'll see how much editing I get done. I did want to just relax with my stuff, but I also feel like if I'm going to be stuck here for 3 hours not doing much of anything, then I do want to have the option to edit. We'll see how the morning goes. I finally broke out my computer. It is 10, almost 11 o'clock, and I had something, I ate something, I went to the bank, I am now sitting here editing. Okay, that's probably about as much editing as I'm going to be able to do right here, right now. I made a dent. Has the ETA changed? Are they running late according to the ETA, or did I miss them somehow? One of those things has to be happening because they said 11:49 and it's 12:04. Call dispatch. Okay, why are you... Get out of that and do what I told you to do. Call dispatch.
Calling dispatch. Work.
Thank you. Originally I called and the ETA was 12:49. It's way after that now. Technically it's still within the window, but I was wondering what the status is now. Okay. Alright, thanks. Bye. Okay, they'll be here any minute. I just, when I'm out and about waiting for one of these vehicles, I have had a fear since I don't even remember when. I don't know when or how it started, but I worry that these door-to-door transit drivers, or even Uber drivers or Lyft drivers, LYFT drivers, will not find me, not connect with me. I won't realize they're there, and they will leave without me, and I will be screwed. And because of that fear, I'm maybe more concerned than I need to be. I can't remember the last time that actually happened, but I always worry about it, so I'm like extra vigilant using my hearing primarily. I love what Joy Ross says. She calls her hands her finger eyes, or her fingers her finger eyes, because she uses her touch and her hearing to know what's going on around her, because obviously her fingers work and her ears work. Her eyes don't work for squat. She has no vision, and neither do I. So I should link that video down below. She has a video called Seeing Baby Kittens with My Finger Eyes. One of the most adorable videos she probably has. I love it. Anyway, she calls her fingers her finger eyes, and in the same way, I don't know if I've ever actually officially done it to anyone's face before, but I think of my ears as my ear eyes. I'm watching with my ears. I'm watching TV with my ears. I've talked about that before too. That's one of my, I guess, passions, or one of my causes, I guess, that I'm passionate about. I advocate for what's called audio description and voiceovers that say when things air. I talk about it all the time, the commercials that have dialogue just enough to get your interest, but no freaking voice saying, come in and get the sale of a lifetime at Walmart. Okay, and without that voice, I have no idea what freaking store you're advertising. Well, they're usually pretty good about coming in and finding me, but I do want to Hi. Thank you so much for your help. Anyway, you play an excerpt of a TV show, grab my interest, and then I'm like, oh my god, what show is that and when is it on? No voiceover telling me. Drives me nuts. You're gonna hear probably more about that than you want to, but that's just the way it is. point is, for those of us who are watching TV with our ear eyes, it's completely useless to have an attention-grabbing preview and then no voiceover about when and where do I find it. Just general information. I could go with one of these. How much is this? Thank you. Okay. I am going to be sitting here for half an hour waiting. Typical life of a person who is counting on door-to-door transit to get places, but really, if I called him and said, forget it, I'll get an Uber, it would probably take an Uber, give or take, probably just about as long. Or maybe it wouldn't, but it's not worth getting penalized for calling like half an hour before the window opens to say, forget it. They would rather I do that than not call at all and then just not be there. But they really want to hear from you an hour beforehand. So I'll just sit here and wait and, I'll just sit here and wait it out, and I'll see you at home for the grocery haul, I guess. And I guess I could have broken out the computer and started editing again, but I don't dare. I don't know how people literally get laptops to fit on their lap. This thing is not going to fit literally on my lap, and there's no table here. So I'm just going to sit here and wait. And like I said, I'll see you at home for the grocery haul. People just walk in playing their music on their phone that's more guts than I have. I listen to stuff all the time, but it's under earphones. Mostly, I don't want the whole world listening to what I'm listening to. The fact that other people can... I'm not thinking how rude. I'm thinking how gutsy. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. Hi, I'm wondering what my ETA is. I know the window's open. Okay, thanks. Bye. Of course, I was ready way before the window opens, and the ETA isn't until the end of the window. Such is life.
Customer service needed in the cosmetic department.
Okay, I don't want to cancel my subscription to this particular email list, but I really can't listen to everybody else's hell stories about door-to-door transit. I deal with my own enough. I am choosing to believe that mine is going to work out, but I can't listen to everybody else's horror stories. Isn't there a list specifically for this? Why is this not going to there? These vlogs are kind of turning into my just randomly... I mean, that's what a vlog is, right? You think of something, you turn on the camera, and you talk about it. Speaking of door-to-door transit, I do wonder when mine's finally going to show up, but I choose to believe it won't be that bad of a situation. They'll just finally show up, and I'll finally get home. Yeah, they did show up, and I'm on my way home. I wish someone would point out that other list is there, and that kind of situation really is meant to go on that list. Okay, I am finally home, and let's go into this. Would you call it a grocery haul? These are not groceries. These are... That's what I bought at Walgreens today. We'll just call it a Walgreens haul, I guess. But there's really no food here at all. There's a cosmetic bag, and I just ended up putting one whole transaction into the cosmetic bag. I bought the cosmetic bag, and then there's a toothbrush, toothpaste, a travel thing for toothbrush, a bottle of hand sanitizer, and a thing of face wipe thing, Olay cleansing wipes. there's something that's so private I'm not going to talk about it, but I desperately needed it. And then the rest of what I bought, as a matter of fact, I think, was trash bags and sandwich bags. Because the Nice brand trash bags and sandwich bags have been all week this week. They have been buy one get two free. That is a kick butt deal, and I just couldn't pass it up. So, I do believe that's all I got, and I do believe that's going to be all there is to this vlog. So, thank you for watching. Please follow me on Twitter, or if you must, on Facebook. Check out the description below for services and petitions that I believe in, and I'll see you in the next video when you hear what I have to say.